Hi, welcome. My name is Dale McCluskey, and on this video you're going to see me working Kota in the outside area on the street, on the sidewalk in my neighborhood. And what you're going to see here as I'm working with Kota is you're going to see me working him or keeping him within the follower script with more distractions. Now you're going to see me halting him a lot because here the focus is not on distance but rather where the mind is traveling. So as I'm walking with Kota, it's all about right relationship. He has to stay beside me into what's defined as the heel position. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be very proactive with nudging his decision-making process within that script. So what I'm doing is basically the leash is basically acts as a type of paintbrush, and I'm painting myself back into the relational picture. So here when the dog's holding power, what happens is they start reaching out, they're seeking fulfillment, and so what you'll see with the dog holding a lot of power on the leash is that they're rejecting control that way. They want to be out in front of the walk, or they want it to stop if you start to flip the script, so to speak, and bring them under reasonable influence. So here the context is on what's reasonable, and then you may have an unreasonable reaction, but again you have to go back to ask the question, is what is the type of influence I'm bringing online, is it reasonable or not? And if it is, then you know that there's a problem. So because nature is defined through strength and weakness that way. So here what I'm doing with the leash, you can see me communicating with the leash. Okay, leash is a communication tool, and so I'm going to be using it that way. So this is all about getting Kota as a service dog to hit that mark, hit that standard, a high level of focus. So when he's out in more distracting areas, is that he's going to stay within right relationship. He's not going to be, his mind's not going to be wrapping around, and it's not going to be a problem or issue. He's going to stay solid. So here in the background where the camera's at, you're going to see me walking up and down the sidewalk. You're going to see me using the leash as a communication tool. Here I'm just using a flat collar, okay, on Kota. But again, I'm going to be more proactive in bringing his mind through me. So there's going to be a lot of stopping, a lot of nudging, and as he advances, there can't be any sort of resistance. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm getting him into a real floaty type of position where he's right beside me, and the goal is to create slack in the collar. Okay, so again, there's no sense walking forward if he's starting to push forward, or he wants to push forward. You have to either sit him or be nudging, or a combination of both, and also incorporating the circle method too. So there's different ways to get a dog into this, into the follower script. Anyway, we're going to see this on the video here shortly. So in this video, what you saw was a lot of me stopping with Kota during this exercise, during coming out into the open area. And you'll see a little bit more resistance on the first down position I put him into, because again, he's in more of an elevated state out here. This is the first time I'm really bringing the script online, starting to really tighten up and define it and introduce him more to areas that are more distracting for him. Now, part of the video, if you watch, there's actually, you'll see a dog and dog owner coming towards me. And what I'm doing here, you'll see me as he's trying to invest and kind of wrap his mind around and fade me out of the relational picture. You'll see me turning to cut down on his visuals, okay? But as I'm turning to cut down on his visuals, I'm not doing it out of weakness, I'm doing it out of strength. It's just a technique that I'm using to help to decrease the visuals, because I don't want him looking straight on at this point. But as I'm turning, what it does, it gives me a better relational picture is how he's trying to invest, the level of investment. I call it the turnaround technique. So it kind of exposes it, it really forces him to put all his cards on the table, because it allows me to really, because as soon as he sees whatever it is, if the dog's invested in gain a lot of empowerment from other dogs, that's like a residual effect. It's lingering in his mind, and then he's really trying to turn to reinvest in it, and that will expose the problem. So by me turning and forcing to put all the cards on the table, I can really work the script more effectively, because it gives me a better picture as to what's really happening. So as that owner is moving, I'm just turning, 90-degree turns, just turning. As that owner, so I'm working that out as its own separate little kind of sub-exercise as that's happening. Okay, but the idea is as I start to create relational change, as it impacts his overall decision-making process, and then I can look more straight on, because he's not investing that way. But for now, just being aware as you do this type of exercise is that you want to pick up on the level of investment that's happening with the dog and adjust accordingly so you can create effective change. You will see a lot of nudging, just like nudging. I'm not waiting. I'm just nudging at the moment of investment, of separation, and the head will turn in. And then I'm moving the other way. So it's all about very intentional. It's meant to be a lot of really clear communication. I want to make sure really solid positions. You want to, again, focus on the mind traveling instead of distance. So, for example, that little area that I'm working in, that can equal a 1-mile walk with the dog just walking out in front, because you can expel energy but not create anything relationally if the dog is being empowered by moving forward. Okay, so position is very important, not just position body, position mind. So anyway, hopefully this video is informative. Have a great day.